Hey everyone, welcome to MMA Overdrive for JazTV. I'm here with Patrick the Predator Côté. Now you study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but you got your martial arts training started in the Army.
Yeah, actually, no, I started boxing in the Army. Actually, I did like 10 years of judo when I was young. And then when I joined the Army, I started to box there, and I became a amateur boxer and professional boxer too. And after that, I just learned jiu-jitsu and wrestling. I fell in love with MMA, and that's what I do since almost 8 years now.
What is the difference between combative training in the Army and MMA?
It's two different things. The thing is, MMA, I do that. You have to be very serious about it because when you join the UFC or big organization like that, the best in the world are there. So you have to. It's a full-time job. You have to focus on every aspect of the game and to be most complete athlete as possible.
So now that you've done both, do you have a preference? Would you like better Army or MMA?
For sure MMA. I don't regret my time in the Army, but I will never go back there for sure.
Why did you decide to add Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to your repertoire?
Actually, that was just common sense. When you go in MMA, you want to be more well-rounded as possible. I was already good on my feet, and my weakness was on the ground, so I joined the BTT, and right now I'm with them since almost 7 years now.
So how do you mentally prepare yourself before a fight?
I'm really strong mentally, but the most important thing it's not cheating in your training and your diet. And when you have good people, good team around you, it's easier. If you don't cheat, you're not gonna be nervous for the fight. You don't lose energy because the fight's gonna happen, because it's gonna happen. You don't have any control of that. So you just have to do your homework before the fight, and everything's going well.
Okay, so I want to ask one last question before we wrap things up, and I want the truth.
Okay.
Do you have a little war dance that you do before a fight?
A war dance?
Like a haka or something?
Actually, I always do a couple of things in the same way, in the same order before a fight. But I'm not a really superstitious guy. For sure, I always a little bit pray before going in the octagon. But this is just something I do just to feel more comfortable. Even if I don't do it, it's not gonna ruin my fight or my mental game. But it's better when I do it.
I think you should add a little haka in there. I think it would be fun.
I don't know. I'm not a big guy who believe in. I believe a lot in myself, so I focus on myself and what I have to do.
All right, Pat. Thanks so much for your time. I'll let you get back to your training. For MMA Overdrive, I'm your host, Jasmin Chase.